Hey everyone, TimaeuSS here, and welcome to another Sword of Convallaria video. Are you stamina capped, or have you already used all of your bottles and you're not sure what to do next? Well, worry not, because I've got the maximize your stamina efficiency guide today, and we're gonna go over everything you can do in order to push ahead. And yes, for the casual players, don't worry too much about it. Just take the game at your own pace, enjoy the story. But for those of you that want to optimize your stamina usage, especially since it's so scarce as a resource, I've got you covered. Alright, let's start with the first thing first. You can see I'm level 22 at the moment. Okay, I'll be able to push around level 26, 27 on pretty much the second day, and I've got a lot of quests not done, but I've stopped because I want to catch this on screen during the guide. So you can see here I'm following the Voyage momento, right? You can see that I've got the impact done, and I've also got the green missions done. Now you'll see that there are some resource missions. Don't worry about these, because as soon as you complete the the green one, which are called developmental milestones, finish these, all of the blue ones, which are the resources one, will complete by themselves. So you don't have to go and gain extra reward ones. You can skip that completely. Okay, that's actually a big thing that one of the commentators on my previous video pointed out, and I forgot to mention it in the mistakes video. So thank you for that. But just complete the green ones, and of course you have to do the purple ones, as these are milestones, and then you can basically go ahead. They offer really good resources as you're pushing along, and it serves as a guide as well. So you can see I'm going to complete this, and it's going to put me through phase 4. So I'll claim all the rewards, get a nice SSR weapon, and now I'm on to the next phase. And again, see, you have the resources ones, just ignore them, go to the develop ones and complete these, because you can see here in the resource ones, right, there are stamina pots that you can get. Okay, and you don't have to consume 400 endurance in order to complete this at all. Just finish the developed ones and then you'll get all of it. And of course you have to do the impact one, so that is one thing. And in terms of spending your stamina, what you want to do is definitely push your Fool's Journey, which is your main story. Go as far as you can, because before you finish 3-16, you will have contents locked. So you want to complete 3-17, I believe, is when everything gets unlocked, and later on when we have chapter 8, then there are more things. Okay, you want to push until you're stuck and cannot push, whether it be a level cap you didn't meet or it be a stamina. Okay, but don't be afraid of refilling your stamina with the bottles. Some of the bottles, the stamina bottles, also have a expiry date, so make sure you do that. And then in terms of refilling with the gems, I highly recommend to not, okay, do not refill it, because the cost goes up. It was 60, then 120. You could do it at most, I think, once, unless you are really pushing for progress and you are, for example, a massive spender, then sure, you can do that. But for most of us, one refill at max, or just none at all. Okay, don't push too far ahead. So as you're going through the Voyager or the Voyage momento, it'll guide you through all of the quests. So as long as you go through all of these quests, you will not be level capped. Okay, you won't be level stuck, is what I meant to say, because the Voyage ties perfectly in line with the crossing worlds and what you need to complete, so that you will complete all of these, get your stamina pots, complete the quest lines, complete your dailies, get enough to level up, and you'll be able to push ahead in the main story craft. The game loop in the first few days is really good, and you shouldn't be hard stuck. Okay, one more thing is that if you spend all your stamina and you are hard stuck, let's say later on around level 29, level 30, then where you want to spend the rest of your stamina is again in the crossing worlds. I've said before, your memory retrieval is 100% the one you definitely need to do every single day. Okay, this is so important because it gives you the memory shards that you need to start up your characters. So if you're not a mega whale, you're not pulling for dupes, that's okay, because you can farm these shards. And if you saw my do not make a mistakes video, you'll notice that each character can get a max of 3 shards per stage. So if there's 5, you only want to put 2 characters, so 2 and 3 shards apiece, and later on you can use 3 characters, because there are 9 shards per stage you can farm. Okay, and then after that, if you still have stamina left over, you can farm the extra rewards. But in the early game, don't worry too much about these extra rewards, because you will be only farming these lower stages, which yeah, even at extra rewards, with the extra rewards bonus, these are still not going to be, you know, enough in comparison to the later end game stages. So don't worry too much about these. Get your memory retrieval. And then if you still have extra stamina, you can do that. But make sure pushing the story and finishing the Voyage, momento Voyage goals is going to be 100% the most important part. Now, if you have some more left over in terms of time, you can push the Spiral of Destiny. This is basically your story mode, right? In a different, I guess, alternative ending. And what's really, really cool about this game, so you can push all of these different endings, and they give you really, really good rewards. You can get some stamina from there as well. So make sure you are pushing ahead and completing everything along the way. Of course, if you are a spender, you've got your battle pass, your mission pass, and of course there's also the event as well. And I want to point out to the Venture Delight, which is the animation or the skin for Barrel, because there's actually 3 stamina pots in the lowest tier, and you can Luxite it. You can see that as a free-to-play player, without buying any of the tickets, you have 2 pulls. So what I got was Lism coins and then the unnamed stars. Okay, you can actually spend a tiny bit to get the next entry, and if you're lucky, you can get this, which is well worth the, I think 120 would be the price to get 3 stamina pots. Or you can be like me, get really, really lucky and get the unnamed legendary Tarot Whisper. So that is another approach if you're really fishing for it, but I would not go anything past this. The return for it as a free-to-play or small spender is not really worth it in my opinion, but that's something you can do. And again, just make sure you progress through the momento. Okay, I can't stress how important this is, especially the first clears that takes a lot of stamina. Make sure you do them, upgrade and rank them up one step at a time, otherwise you're gonna be somewhat stuck and it's not a good feeling. Now, in terms of how you should allocate your stamina mid-game, I've actually went ahead and took a look at the CN guides. Okay, so some of the CN and Taiwanese bros, they have really, really good guides on what to do next. So in terms of the early to mid-game, they are in agreement with what I've just said. So you push a Voyage, you push a Fool's Journey, which is the main story, all the way to chapter 3-17, complete it all, and if you have story to push that. Otherwise, go for the extra rewards, like I've said, and then go back to story. That's pretty much straightforward. And later on, okay, they're spending their stamina on the where is it, the Radiant Forging part. Okay, not this one, not the Star Trial, but here, Radiant Forging. The ore here and where you need to upgrade your weapons are really, really important. This is a very, very important resources, because everything else you can exchange in the shops, in the events. So you must do this one. And of course, later on you'll unlock these, which gives you the tarots, which are the late game stuff, but they are recommending until you can get legendary ones, not the epic ones, until you can get legendary ones, or the SSR, or essentially the rainbow ones. Before you can do that, it's not really worth it farming these, because it's not gonna be used, the items are not gonna be used for a long time. So that's their resource allocation. Again, we're still in the early to mid game phase, so just listen to what I said in the first part of the video, which is focus on your story, do your memento, follow the memento guide, do only the green parts so it auto completes the blue parts, and of course the purple ones are just your milestones, so finish that and then go into your Spiral of Destiny. And yeah, that's essentially what you need to do. There are other shop items you can buy to extend your progress, but that's pretty much it for now. Okay, and a lot of people are not following the progress properly, and you can get to this pretty much in day 1, which is really, really good, pushing you through a lot of levels and whatnot. And don't forget that your dailies give you experience as well as you're completing them, so make sure that you are checking off your daily. So if we do claim all here, right, as we do, okay, we'll just get all of these items and look at our level 22 to 23. So make sure you're doing them, because they do give you quite a bit. So yes, anyhow, SOCCREATOR here. Hopefully this clarifies what you need to do, especially in the early game, and then moving on towards the mid game. I've got tons of guides coming up, so a lot of stuff to cover. I think some of you requested a spending guide, how to optimize, I guess, your maximize your money, hard-earned money in this game. So I'll come up with that. So yes, thank you guys for watching, and it's SOCCREATOR here, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye now.